Hello and welcome back to Fortune. Today we're going to be showing off these banana artillery. As you guys, well, as I promised you guys in the last episode, we have another weapon here that we haven't quite showcased just yet, and that is this guy right over here, the big heavy banana launcher. So what we are going to be doing is using him, and of course we're going to be, he's a big boy gun, so we're going to be using it here on battleships, and I'm going to cover this up just to make sure it doesn't go using that. Alright, interesting mine placement. At least there are more mines being placed. Let's just go continue selling these off and progressing along. So we're going to be filling up this ship with this big old banana artillery and see what kind of damage it can actually do. Now I haven't done a whole lot of experiments with it. It's probably going to be just as surprising to me as it is to you guys how much damage these things do, but I do know that they are quite expensive, so we're gonna have to work our way up the tech tree pretty well, not too quickly, as long as we get the massive economic capabilities of this battleship fully operational before we start fielding these weapons. Now, these are artillery weapons. They work like tier 3s. Now, unlike regular tier 3s, we don't have to give them the whole gravity treatment, but all right, building over here is, oh dear. Okay, well, it's fine. It'll be okay. At least it's being built, even if it's not in a more easily defendable position. But we need to get all the way up this tech tree. Now, these work like tier 3s, but they don't have to be fully tier 3. We can just put them down and give them a mortar trajectory here. It looks like my teammate attempted to fire, so that's fine, because we have blocked off the segments. We're going to go ahead and open this up. Now, I can do all kinds of things here to assist with the whole defending this properly, but I'm just going to leave it like so and send a shot right over to their base. This shall be fine. Technology is being available. It is time to start the banana technology. I'm also going to get lasers down because lasers can be useful, especially in defense against missiles. And as you guys know, the meta weapon for this map is the swarm missiles, because they're just super strong and you can get a lot of them and flood this guy with swarm missiles. So we're going to be getting lasers to try to get a anti-missile defense system, just in case they decide to start building up missiles. It looks like my teammate is not terribly experienced with this map, so I need to be super careful about making sure the base is extra steady, so that nothing is built in a wrong position and accidentally collapses everything that we possess on this map. That would be extraordinarily unfortunate. But, you know, a little practice goes a long way. Just a little bit of experience can help everything, and hopefully we shall be providing that experience in the form of ballistic banana boxes, because that sounds like a lot of fun to me. So we should just be able to line them up all the way back here. I'm not sure how much range they have, but I suspect they have got quite a lot of range, so we should be able to do all of the long range from the rear with the full power. Sell this off, get rid of that extra weight, build you there, goodbye, let all that fall apart. Very good. Okay, so now we're just waiting for additional bananas. Let's get a couple batteries here and a couple of these going. I don't think we need this much storage, but you know, better to have it than not have it, I suppose. It's not like we're doing anything else with these resources right now. All of this is braced up. Turbines in front of the base, fully exposed. You know what? This is fine. Things are okay. They'll take a few hits, then they won't be there anymore, and then we don't have to worry about defending them, right? It's all good. Now, next up, we're just going to be putting a bunch of these guys down. Now, I know these guys can be upgraded. I don't think they have anything like super unique about their upgrade. Like, if you guys remember the banana sprayer, its upgrade made all of its bullets incendiary, which is kind of powerful. These, I think, just fire a bigger banana box, which is kind of cool. So we'll just get a bunch of them first and then worry about upgrading them later. Mines are being upgraded. Okay. I remember, guys, that it's always more mineral efficient to build a new mine as opposed to upgrading existing ones. It just works out better that way in terms of going net positive faster and well, having a higher mineral income rate once it does go net positive. So it's usually, if there is a position to put a new mine, you want to be doing that instead of upgrading mines. But you know, it's economy is economy. It'll do well. Regardless, we have one of our... So our first weapon has just been completed. I'm going to try to get this next guy down before before starting to fire these guys. I'm going to fire all three at the same time, just because it looks cool, and having a nice strong alpha strike can go a long way. Those are rockets. Oh, our cannon has been sold off. You know what, this is fine. And let's go ahead and just do max power at this angle. Let's see what kind of damage these guys do. Oh, that's perfect. Oh. Oh, that was nice. All right, that was real nice. Do I want to upgrade these guys? Let's go ahead and get the upgrades going. Oh, it costs 1,000 per upgrade. Oh, yeah, okay, that costs 1,000 per upgrade. That's kind of a lot. We'll just go start upgrading all the things. Activate commander ability for bonus build speed, and I think at this point, actually, we probably need the resources more than anything else. So 100% at this angle. Ish should splash right across their front, more or less. Oh, nope, aim a little bit further back. Ooh. Oh, we almost got their batteries. That would be so brutal. Alright. So now we have these guys upgraded. And let's see just how much more damage these things do. In 3, 2, 1, firing! Okay, here we go. Now let's see this. Oh! We chopped their boat in half. Like, we literally just sawed their boat in half. Okay. I like the banana box artillery. Let's get these guys upgraded. Activate the commander ability for bonus upgrade speed because it's awesome. Overdrive the one-size-fits-all commander that doesn't do anything particularly well. It's great times. Get you some energy shields for defensive reasons. You guys are upgraded. Good to go. Let's dial you back a little bit. Try to hit more toward the front. And splash everything. Oh, they're trying to build up. They're trying to rebuild. This is going to be a rough one. Ooh. Yeah, upgraded banana box. We just vaporized all of those defenses across the top. That's kind of a lot. Alright. Oh, lots of flak. This is fine. Alright, so you gotta be really careful. Notice how these cannons are not double doored. That means that a single heavy weapon, that means they're not protected. A single heavy weapon can break through one of these doors and destroy the weapon behind it. So those might as well be pretty much not protected at all, which is not a good thing because they're extremely explosive and within explosion radius of that core. So I'm just gonna assume that core is going to die, although that's probably not a good assumption considering we're firing more shots. Very, very destructive shots. And one down. And just clearing out their rears. So... normally the rear is much more difficult to destroy, but apparently with this kind of artillery coming out of it, it's just gonna blow it all away. Notice how this door was destroyed, but they didn't blow up the cannon. That's because they ran out of power mid-firing the laser that hit this cannon, so it didn't actually didn't blow up the cannon itself. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go. That should help it up. Now these guys, I think we're gonna have to actually reduce the power on this to hit the front of their base. Let's just reduce it. Let's keep the same angle, but reduce it by 9 or 10%. There we go. That should splash across the front of their base. Yes. Yes, it does. And it takes out everything. We did alright. This is some serious artillery out of this. I kind of like these things a lot. I think it works really well for these boats. Now this is... I would definitely consider these extraordinarily powered. Definitely more powerful than the nuke spam on this map, because at least you can do things like use flak. Don't design your flak like this, but use flak to shoot down any missiles and such that are heading your direction. But these are a little bit more difficult to defend against. Let's go ahead and take another 5% off the power. Try to get closer to the edge. It looks like they're selling off, which I don't blame them for because this match is over. Alright, we're up to round 2, so let's go ahead and get this party started. So it's pretty much the same teams. We did have one member of the other team that got switched out with the player Winter Minutes here, so hopefully things are okay, and oh dear. Oh dear, oh my. Let's just keep going here and see if we can build around this. We need energy production, so let's go ahead and build energy production. Now I am giving this player a little bit of sass. That I don't mean to say that like everything I do is perfect or ideal or the best possible way to do it. I build back here for reasons, and the reason is that it's easy to build back here and it's well defended, or at least easier to defend in most cases. However, that's not to say it is the perfect and the only place that is buildable. I'm not saying it's a bad idea to build mines here. I'm just saying that in practice, at least from my experience, it is better to make sure that you line up your mines with the existing ones. So to see them possibly being set askew by building them off the current grid lines, or at least off the current snap to grid, it makes it difficult and potentially will lose out the maximum mining capabilities at the end, because you'll have a misaligned mine and therefore not be able to place down all of your mines. And that's why I generally frown upon building mines in a new location such as over here. So it's not to say that what he's doing is wrong, it's just not optimal from most of my experience. But you know, I could be wrong, and there are times where I'm often wrong about forts things, so I try not to jump on people too much about doing this. I just really worried, because usually players that do this are also the kind that don't double door their bases and then complain about being shot by an armor piercer sniper, not knowing that snipers can, well, armor pierce individual layers of metal. So we'll see what comes out here. I'm already quite nervous, but as long as we can end the game quickly, it should be all right. So let's go ahead and get this banana going as quickly as possible. We're at the don't do that. Thank you. There we go. We're already at the 2-minute mark, and the technology is going down, so we should be pretty quickly making it up to the later technologies. Let's get storage. I'm gonna want to get a lot of storage here. I should have inverted the position of the batteries so that the batteries are not closer to the surface, so that they don't get splashed down by some kind of things like mortars and such, or even the very own banana cannons that we will be making. So, you know, the opposing team has just the same access to the banana weapons as we do. I need to build this out of foreground bracing. Usually this is a kind of build that I will do in the style in front to position weapons and cannons and vanilla cannons and lasers and such. I'm building this here more so to protect the base than anything else. Let's go ahead and get you going. We have an upgrade center. Let's get a laser facility down, build a couple more mines because banana weapons are expensive, and then I shall begin cross-bracing the base. How is their base looking? Replacing with flak. Okay, so they replaced their regular flak with banana flak, which is... They probably are inexperienced with banana flak, which is not surprising. I know some of these players are familiar with the mod, at least on the other team. So they may be going for the flak tactic of upgrading the flak, or they're just replacing with banana flak. But in either case, I'm okay with both solutions, because the thing I was really worried about is whether or not they're going to go with swarm missile spam. And you can't swarm missile spam if you cover up your base entirely with things like flak. Yeah. Alright, so they're going banana flak for now. They may switch that out. Let's go ahead and get our cannons down and keep going quickly here. Hopefully teammate doesn't spend money, because I kind of need the money to get the third weapon down. That way we can actually get some serious damage output here. Now, based on last round, seeing how much damage that the big banana mortars did, I think I'm gonna upgrade these guys first before going for... No, I'll be able to get both because we have the money for it, so why not? He is sitting on that and selecting it, which is concerning because usually players don't do that unless they're trying to figure out how to delete it, but it's safe. He is deselected for now. Oh dear. We have everything cross-braced, front of our base. I'm going to let him do whatever he wants to the front of the base. You're just not gonna bother with that right now. I only have so much APM in the world, so it's just let it go. I will defend everything back here. Oh, and oh, look, he has built it in front so that we cannot door it without redesigning the front a little bit more. You know what? This is fine. I can redesign the front a little bit more. There you go. I actually want to see how long it takes for them to figure out that double dooring exists, but we can now fire these weapons. So let's go ahead and do this. Last time we did max power at this-ish angle, so that was a good angle. It did hit the rear of the base too, which makes me happy. Alright, let's try to splash out. Ooh, that's converters. Nice. We're destroying banana trees. Activate command ability for bonus resource income. There we go. Let's get these guys upgraded. Oh, right, you cost 1,000 each. Oh, that's so expensive. But we're making 250 metal per second. So we should be able to do this pretty quickly. So now we're gonna get to see. Yeah, you see how we can't fit a mine here because it doesn't snap to either side? This is why you always want to build from existing mines rather than starting from a new one. Because if he had built this mine a few pixels to the right, then it would have been fine. But you can't possibly know that without connecting to existing mines. So you generally always want to connect to existing mines. So let's go ahead and fire this again. Now these are the we didn't have enough energy to fire all those. That's my bad. Let's see how much damage these do. Answer: a lot of damage. My commander ability is give us all the energy we so desire. Let's upgrade you guys first, actually, and then protect you up. There we go. So I can't build the energy turbine on the bottom one, not because of the fan, but because this cannon is in the way, which is a problem I did not expect to see ever. But you know what? It is the world we live in now. Nope, you need to be disbracing. Thank you. All right, he has fired this, and all right, that's exposed now. I'm sure he'll not be punished for it and not learn anything from the experience, but it is what it is. Okay. Did we even hit that? I think we clipped. Some of the metal up the top, or maybe the wood, and it did just enough splash damage to burn down the entirety of that base, or at least that core. That's kind of a lot of splash damage. So these things are super strong. I'm gonna have to really keep these in mind whenever the... Oh, okay. Yeah, Fire. Everything is fire. No, please don't murder my turbines, please. Thank you, greatly appreciated. And you need to be fired probably a little bit flatter angle. Do the same thing here. I'm trying to target the rear of their base, because that's where a lot of their energy production is going to be, and everything else. And there it goes. Bye! Activate commander ability, because clearly we need the extra turbines. These things cost... Okay, well, these turbines are going to disappear very quickly. No, 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 no. Alright, so this is why I was building this out of forward ground bracing. So I don't have to worry about defending this base back here. Let's just go ahead and get some energy shields over here, so that teammate can have his way with the front of the base. And I don't have to worry about losing a core out of this. I don't mind this core being lost. It is not. It is of no significance, of no great significance to us. As long as we have this rear segment, I already have all of the production back here and technology and everything that I need to field these banana-based weapons and obliterate everything. Yep. Yep. That's like a BFC all over again. Front of the base is on fire and the rear of the base is on fire. Do I want to get some more? Let me just get some more storage. I don't think I need that much more production. I am very clearly making a destructive line of batteries. It is not a good idea to do this, but it is the world. It is what I have decided to do. That should give us enough storage to capitalize on all of this. Let me just cover this up that way it doesn't. Nothing bad happens to it. We don't have Tanya's mod or anything that can give us solid metal to defend these turbines with, so we don't have that option. Now, to hit the front of the base, it was like, what, 85% at this-ish angle? Let's just go ahead and do that, and hopefully that lands right across the front, like so. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Blow everything away. These things are extraordinary. These things are super strong. Like, wow. Like, why do we do anything else? Okay, well, now we know. These are going to be very quick battleships maps. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with battleships matches that go on for a long time. now you know that if Bananas mod is enabled and you're playing on a large map like Banana Ships, these are very, very definitely the way to go. Like, so much so that there's probably no other weapon worth going for, so long as this weapon exists in the mod pack as it is. Because this is really strong. Alright guys, well let's get to wind this down for this episode, and you get to see the overbearing power of the banana boxes and the banana artillery. So for now, make sure to hit me up on the Discord if you guys want to see the next mod pack and the next mod spotlight here on the channel, and I'll see you guys later.